Alright boys and girls, welcome back to a new episode of YouTube Plays. Today we're gonna be following this comment, which I once again didn't forget to edit in. Look at that, 2 out of 2 in the past 2 weeks. That's impressive. So we're starting with a PvT, where we're gonna be doing a hidden Colossus push. Now how do we do the hidden Colossus push? We put our Colossus in the prison. And then we move out with 2 Colossus. He said potentially I could be using something like a Twilight upgrade or a +1 upgrade. But if I want to do a 2 Colossi push, I think those things would just really delay my Colossi push for no real reason. So I don't really want to do that. Let's see what else we have. So we're just gonna go pure 2 Colossus all in and take it from there basically. Okay, we see his SCV scout. For some reason we build this on the high ground. That's not the way you want it to be done usually. We're gonna adapt. A little bit laggy. I'm gonna pop. Looking a little bit better. Perhaps still a little bit laggy. So he managed to get in with his Reaper, which is annoying. He gets the full scout, which is definitely annoying. I think we're gonna be too late with proxying our Robo Bay, honestly. So we're just gonna start with an Observer. 1 more Stalker, I guess. And a second Gateway. And then from there on we build our Robo Bay. We get a Prism, so we can hide our first Colossus. Oh, barely fits, but it does fit, which is the most important part. Barely fitting, still fits. We have a bit of a wall here, which is nice. Pylon core. We're gonna hide our prism exactly in the back, like we were told to do. Probably get another pylon down here. Let's see what our opponent has planned for us. Another pylon up here as well. This is almost done, but not quite. I think we might be pushing it a little bit too tight with the minerals here. I don't think we'll be able to quite afford what we want. Now what do we have? We have a tank. Cloaksy. Looks a lot like Cloaksy to me. Okay, we see the first one coming out. And he's probably just gonna push me. We don't actually have a lot of detection here. I have to admit. We get thermal lens. So we're gonna move this one back home. Our second Colossi is on the way. We need to start adding some gateways. I'm just really afraid it's gonna be almost impossible for me to move out. I think I saw him. No? I saw something over there at least. Oh, that was just a Reaper. It was just a Reaper, it looks like. So we're gonna try to deny that Reaper from seeing too much. I mean, this. Like we're gonna be walking straight into a tank column. It is what it is sometimes though, isn't it? You know what we'll do? While we are moving out, we're gonna expand behind it. So I think this build, like straight up attacking into it, seems pretty stupid. So instead what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go into a third base. Because I mean he does have tanks, right? Like we can scout here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, he killed that, so there's probably a raven as well. We can actually get observer speed in this case. Third base is done. There's too many tanks, no? We can try to at least get a bunker or something. Went a little bit better than I thought it would. Lost some sentries there, definitely not worth it.
Mineral field depleted. Research complete.
So there actually was no plan after my Colossus push. Or at least I can't remember anything that was written down after the Colossus push. So I guess we're just gonna continue with more Colossi. Which is the... You know, if there's not enough information, I just continue by what I've been told initially. I'm really quite laggy. We got a really fast observer, see that? That's nice. Then we have one over here as well, which... We got some charclots, some archons, and we're just gonna start spreading out some pylons at this point as well. He still has some banshees available. Is he actually gonna move out now? So we're gonna get a fourth base at this point. See if we can tank a little with these. Does seem to be the case. This is the first time I've done this, honestly. Did I forget the research range? No, the range is just looks bad, I guess. Nice. So just getting more and more bases. Our upgrades kind of suck, honestly. Uh-oh. actually don't mind this strategy very much. Like, if the original plan is to get a fast extra base, like a pretty fast third base, like not super fast, just see if you can do some damage. If you can't, go into an extra base. And then we just go into like mass Colossi, charge Archon. I actually have a strategy here. Okay, well, we saw 2 of those bad boys move out. That can be good. Can be bad, can be bad. I'll try catching these. See if he's quick. He wasn't very quick. We got what, 4 extra gateways? You just stay on 4 gas. This is a very old school style. 4 gas Colossi double forge. It used to be really popular back in the day, but then lost some popularity because against very passive Terrans it kind of sucks. And that was back in Heart of the Swarm. But what you can do nowadays in Legacy of the Void is that you, first of all, you play for a base tradie style, and then you get disruptors, and disruptors, adding those in the army will really help. Okay, so we see exactly the way he's moving, because we have this this bad boy over here. This is not great. Oh, we get a good position, and now we fight. We just get a lot of units back at home. So like, our goal isn't really to win every fight, but the goal is to win the final fight, basically. Like, we can do many very small fights, because we have a very high gateway count. We're gonna just kind of go for this base race, counter-attacky style. Just better upgrades than me. I think that's an issue as well. That's very good for me. Please no. This is good. Big hits, big hits. We got one more on the way. It's going to be a massive hit. Whoop. And then we win. So that fight we took, like I said, our goal was kind of to base trade here. But instead what happened was we got caught out. I didn't want to fight at all. Like, it was 2-2 against +2 upgrades, so I'm down. I think I'm actually gonna be down 2 upgrades because I don't think I have my +2 armor yet. Yeah, I'm down 3 upgrades here. Which, well, you see how bad that goes for the fight. I thought maybe with a good position I can do it. I also had plenty of Vikings and I didn't have disruptors enough yet. So I get absolutely blasted. But with some good counterattacks and good disruptor usage, we can still win. I think unless you're playing against people above 6.3k, they can almost never micro their disruptors well. So yeah, we got 14 points. Means we should be around 6.3k MMR today. That's good stuff. Actually good stuff. Nice. Okay, so our PvP build is really quite tricky. I have no clue exactly what the goal is. But we're gonna build one pylon on the high ground, one pylon on the low ground, and then we get a very fast gateway here. I guess I'll have to cut one worker. I mean, this just doesn't really seem possible, honestly. And then I'm supposed to send it down to get another gateway. This seems actually like the worst build I've played so far in this series. So we got our start. It looks like a single gate. Now we're gonna be hiding the adepts from our natural gateway. But on this level a lot of people just scout your natural anyway. There was a build that I used to play that opened like this, where I would proxy 2 gateways across the map and get 2 adepts from it. And the adepts would arrive at like 2:30 or something like that, or 2:45. So like 20 seconds earlier than usual, and you could like proxy them over here. Oh, I built a cybercore. For a second I was afraid I built another gateway while I was busy telling my story. Nice. I'm glad when autopilot Kevin does a good job. So he's not scouting, and we've played him before. We know that he likes to open for a stalker. But if he doesn't scout, this whole charade isn't really doing anything. Ah, he is scouting. I have no clue what's happening here. But I love it. Like, I have no clue what the actual plan is. Please don't finish. That's actually... In a way, that might actually be good. I didn't actually read the follow-up. What's the follow-up? Fast Colossi, lots of blink stalkers. So, Robo. So, the one nice thing is that he's probably not gonna believe that I have ever anything else proxied outside. Or anything else outside. I don't think he has anything proxied in general. I can't believe this build might actually work, but this is a very specific scenario in which it could work, or will work. Always pretend like you're... Oh well, that did not work at all. He was just on the map with a lot of units himself. He must have been real confused though when he saw those.
Research complete.
Phoenixes. Okay, so... I know I've been told to rush into Colossi, but because I'm being all-in, I'm just gonna halt my plan temporarily. Or at least it looks like I'm being all-in. This is absolutely terrible. This has to be one of the worst build orders I've actually played in this series. Let me read it one more time. Immediately after building your first island, return to your natural. This is your first plan fish to build a gateway. I think this build is just really bad, honestly. I don't see a way for this to work. Like, I think this was the ideal scenario where he scouts my base and he even blocks me in, so he thinks I can't be on the map. But the moment they see one gate, they just scout all around the map. So there's so many units out on the map. They know they have full map control, or they feel like they have full map control. And Colossus as straight as a follow-up is pretty bad. You can play Colossus, but initially with Blink Stalker. So, not a big fan of this build, but once again, I do what I'm told. So we give our opponent 21 points. That's a decent haul, if you ask me. And we immediately find another game. This is Rotti. who doesn't scout, I believe. So this is actually gonna be completely useless. And he also opens Phoenix every game. I feel like one of the soldiers in like World War I who gets told to, you know, just run forward towards the enemy trenches. I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. Just like, if I don't do it, you know, I'm a traitor. Or worse, people might stop watching this video. I forgot to actually send my controller. We can do it a little later. I think I already found some ways to improve the build slightly. If we're gonna do a bad build, let me at least do it efficiently. So, instead of sending, like having to cut a lot of workers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just save up 2 chrono boost, which we will just be using on the gateway in the natural. So I wanna, I think, save this chrono boost as well. See, and then the build still is bad, but it's not as bad anymore, because before I just was down in eco as well. So we're gonna follow this up with a robo. If he plays Phoenix, I'm gonna open with Blink and then go into Colossi instead of Colossi into Blink. I hope I will be forgiven for that sin. Because I think our commenter didn't quite realize how bad this would be against Colossi. Let's have a look. So that actually worked out just fine. Didn't even need to do this with the first pylon at all, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be necessary. I don't even need the chrono boost now. I mean, my opponent just is not gonna scout, so this whole charade that I've been putting up, pretending to do stuff, has actually been completely useless. Nice. Do we just move out with the first 2 then, or do we still pretend like we're hiding one? I think we just move out with the first 2. At least try to get some scouting info. Ah, now he sees my 2 adepts. That actually was really sad. What the hell? These are really fast stalkers. Okay, we have our warp gate finished at this point. What a weird game. I think for how bad my early game was, I think I microed it decently well. Like my control was very good. Blocked him a bit with the adepts to get in from my main base. Got a lot of extra shots up with some stalkers. Yeah, well, we haven't seen phoenixes, so we're actually just gonna go straight into Colossi. It's actually a relatively nice map for Colossus as well, so we can wall the front and take one of the back bases. That's exactly what we're gonna do, and then we can attack through this back area. So I actually see some possibilities with this as well. Okay, we already started it, I forgot about that. I have no clue what he's doing, but I have a feeling it's gonna be... So, he's gonna take the gold base, and he's gonna mass salads. I'm like decently sure of it. Like an actual crap ton of zealots. No gold yet. That's positive for me. And then we get Colossus. Then we get a Twilight Council. That's it. Do you want Forge? I think we do. Don't want to play PvP with this build no more. There's no gases here, right? Yeah. Could smell it. He has the gold. Or at least is getting the gold. Very predictable. Nice. Cannon here. Should I build it here? So we're mining this part of the map now. So he's probably gonna be mining the middle part now, so he can still get something done. I know he has a lot of... yeah, okay. He should be taking extra gases, yeah. That is the correct call, actually. Okay, he's only going on 3 gas.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I don't think this is a great move.
Is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Research complete. Research. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, what the hell? I didn't actually target the prison.
Mineral upgrade complete.
It's still not the worst in the world, honestly, because
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
why wasn't it the worst in the world again?
Under attack.
I think this is definitely a mistake. The more he keeps warping in, I feel like
Under attack.
the worse it just gets, no?
Mineral.
Like he should just be happy with the damage he's done and start transitioning or something. Yeah, we have 50 workers at this point. That's actually not bad at all. I think our opening was really bad, but I'm not saying we're back into the game, but I think we have some chances at least. We made some mistakes. If I had targeted down that prism, I actually think it would have been better for me. But now we do have a very healthy looking worker count. We just don't have a lot of gateways, which is annoying me. I think I'm just gonna wall here actually. This looks good. Oh, thank you. Now he's gonna turn around, most likely, or he's gonna try to drop. So I think he's gonna try to drop actually. Kind of a tense game, no? If you do think it's a tense game, don't forget to say I in the YouTube comments. Now it's also a fantastic time to smash the like button. Our +2 is about to finish up. Gonna move a bit forward with this. We're gonna move this out a bit. I'm just gonna keep one sentry over here. I think in a direct engagement we might be able to just win now. His way to counter this army is probably with disruptors, or should be with disruptors.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Not ideal yet. So yeah, disruptors do seem to be the way he wants to be countering this.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I think we might have won. He has way better upgrades than me, but I have way more units. And better units. I have Colossus, he only has a single disruptor left. I think now we can move forward and probably get a snipe on. Oh, there we go. GG. Whew, that's quite a game. Actually did manage to end up winning that. Not quite sure how the opening went exactly. That's relatively tense. Like, it felt like my opening was pretty bad, but he put a lot of resources into these early units as well, eh? So in the end, like, units lost. I guess this start might not even be too bad for me. Like, I'm down 400 minerals, but I'm up slightly in mining. Just I'm gonna have less stack. But actually, my position isn't bad. I just was really afraid. And then he took a very fast gold. Cool. Yeah. I think we should have won this actually after that early game as well. But I think the build just isn't very good, I think. Honestly. But that's okay. Alright, that's gonna be it for me for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video of YouTube Play StarCraft 2. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're very close to 15k. I think we'll hit it today, maybe even before the video gets published, but if not, then subscribe. It's really cool to see the numbers grow. And thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.